Maneham Shri Guru Shiyata Paragamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitam Scha Om Jnana Timaranda Sha Gyanajana Shalakaya Chakshurum militam yena tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Sapurakam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindabhidam Ujjalam Varakanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Premno Ebijapradam Devam Divyathanyo Suchandavaranam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Mandetam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishwara Sridharam Vanshakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, and this is chapter Madhya-lila, chapter 9, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's travels to the holy places. Okay. Nanamata graha grashtan dakshinatya janadvipan kriparina vimuchaitan goras chakres vaishnavan. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu converted the inhabitants of South India. These people were as strong as elephants, but they were in the clutches of the crocodiles of various philosophies, such as the Buddhist, Jain, and Mayavad philosophies. With his disc of mercy, the Lord delivered them all by converting them into Vaishnavas, devotees of the Lord. So the chapters always begin with a Sanskrit verse. And there's a reference to Gajendra, the elephant. So I'm going to read about it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu converting the people of South India into Vaishnavas is compared herein to Lord Vishnu's delivering Gajendra, the elephant, from the attack of a crocodile. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited southern India, almost all the residents were within the jaws of the crocodiles of Buddhist, Jain, and Mayavad philosophy. Here Kaviraj Goswami states that although these people were as strong as elephants, they were almost in the clutches of death because they were being attacked by the crocodiles of various philosophies. However, just as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of Vishnu saved the elephant Gajendra from the clutches of a crocodile, so he saved all the people of South India from the clutches of various philosophies by converting them into Vaishnavas. So there's really the example of Gajendra the elephant is really nice, because Gajendra, being an elephant, on the land invincible, but in the water no longer invincible, because Gajendra, when he fights on the elephant on the land, nobody can really bother him, but in the water, crocodile is in his own element, and then he could attack the elephant in the water, and the elephant cannot defeat him. So it means also is good example, because if you're gonna fight with somebody or with something, fight in your own element. Don't fight in an elephant. Don't fight in an element, not elephant, element. Don't fight in an element where you're not strong. Try to choose things, situations where you're in a proper element to survive. And if you're not in that element, then then you're going to need some outside help, probably. In this case, Gajendra couldn't, for many, many years, I forget, long time, maybe 1,000 years, he couldn't defeat the crocodile, and finally...
They were fighting for a long, long time.
Yeah. And then the Lord appeared, and with his chakra, he killed the crocodile. So there's a saying, never pick a fight with a crocodile in the providence of water. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya. And Gajendra did pray to the Lord for his help. Gajendra was a devotee, so that's what helped him. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhaktivedanta. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dakina Gaman Prabhu Ativilakan Sahasra Sahasra Tirtha Koiladanasan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's tour of South India was certainly very extraordinary because he visited many thousands of places of pilgrimage there. Se Sab Tirtha Sparshi Maha Tirtha Koila Se Chali Se Deshara Lokanishtarila. On the plea of visiting all those holy places, the Lord converted many thousands of residents and thus delivered them. Simply by touching the holy places, he made them into great places of pilgrimage. It is said, Tirti Kurvanti Tirtani. A tirtha, or holy place, is a place where great saintly personalities visit or reside. Although the holy places were already places of pilgrimage, they were all purified by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit. Many people go to those holy places and leave their sinful activities there, thus becoming free from contamination. When these contaminations pile up, they are contracted by the visit of great personalities like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his strict followers. Many kinds of patients come to a hospital which may be infected by many types of diseases. The hospital. Actually, the hospital is always infected, but the expert physician keeps the hospital sterilized by his expert presence and management. Similarly, places of pilgrimage are always infected by the sins left by the sinners who go there. But when a personality like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visits such a place, all contaminations vanish. So there's a consideration that the places of pilgrimage attract sadhus and saintly persons. So sometimes ladies go there to find a husband. They like to find somebody who's saintly, or so they go to the holy places trying to find maybe, a brahmachari or somebody that they like. So they go to the holy places looking for a pious or religious-minded person. But sometimes people who are interested in meeting ladies, they dress up as religious persons, and they go to those places of pilgrimage to meet them. So that's, so then the idea, the word is tirti kurvanti tirtani, that the saints purify the holy places. The holy places can become full of karma, which all the people drop off there. They go to those holy places to get rid of their karma. But in getting rid of their karma, there's lots of karma left there. So then the saints go there, and by their presence they purify the holy places. Anyway, I think from Prabhupada's explanation you understand what's going on there. Se sab tirtera krama kahetena paridakina bame tirta gamana hoy feraferi. I cannot chronically record all the places of pilgrimage visited by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I can only summarize everything by saying that the Lord visited all holy places, right and left, coming and going. He visited everything. Ateva nama matra koriye ganan kahitena pare tara jatanukram. Because it is impossible for me to record all these places in chronological order, I shall simply make a token gesture of recording them. No, not necessarily in chronological order. Purbabat pate chaite jay payadarshan jay grame jai se grame rajata jan sabai vaishnava hoy kohe Krishna hari anya grama nishtaraye se vaishnava kori. As previously stated, all the residents of the villages visited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became Vaishnavas and began to chant Hari and Krishna. In this way, in all the villages visited by the Lord, everyone became a Vaishnava devotee. Dakina Deshara Lok Aneka Prakar Keho Gyane Keho Karmi Pashandi Apar. In South India, there were many types of people. Some were philosophical speculators or jnanis, and some were fruitive workers, karmis. But in any case, there were innumerable non-devotees. In South India, there were many types of people. Some were philosophical speculators, and some were fruitive workers. But in any case, there were innumerable non-devotees. Say sab lok prabhur darshana prabhave nija nija mata chari hoila vaishnave. By the influence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these people abandoned their own opinions and became Vaishnavas, devotees of Krishna. Vaishnavara madhye rama upashaka sab keho tatbabhari keho hoy Sri Vaishnav. At the same time, all the South Indian villagers were worshippers of Lord Ramachandra. Some were Tattvavadis and some were followers of Ramanujacharya. Tattvavadis means one branch of followers of Madhvacharya. Some were followers of Madhvacharya, and some were followers of Ramanujacharya. Sesa Vaishnava Mahaprabhu Darshan Krishna Upasaka Hoila Loy Krishna Name. Sesa Vaishnava Mahaprabhu Darshane Krishna Upasaka Hoila Loy Krishna Name. After meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all those different Vaishnavas became devotees of Krishna and began chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Pahimam, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Rakshamam. O Lord Ramachandra, descendant of Maharaj Raghu, kindly protect me. O Krishna, killer of the Keshi demon, kindly protect me. This is this part of the mantra that we heard. Krishna, 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 hey. Well, this is the last lines. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Pahimam, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Rakshamam. This is also good to chant for people who are bothered by ghosts. I'm not bothered by ghosts. I am a ghost. No, by that I mean I have maybe some pact with ghosts that they don't bother me. Aishloka pate pade korila prayan Gotame Gangaya Jai Koila Gangasnan. While walking on the road, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chant the Rama Raghava mantra. Chanting in this way, he arrived at the banks of the Gotami Ganga and took his bath there. Mallikarjuna Tirthe Jai Mahesha Dekila Tahan Sab Loke Krishna Nama Lo Jaila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Mallikarjuna Tirtha and saw the deity of Lord Shiva there. He also induced all the people to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. Mallikarjuna is also known as Sri Shaila. It is situated about 100 miles northeast of Karnool on the southern bank of the Krishna River. There are great walls all around the village, and within the walls resides the deity known as Mallikarjuna. It is a deity of Lord Shiva and is one of the Jyotirlingas. So these must be one of the principal deities of Lord Shiva, Jyotirlinga. Ramadasa Mahadeve Korila Darshan Ahovala Nishingere Korila Gaman. There he saw Lord Mahadev Shiva, the servant of Lord Rama. He then went to Ahovala Nishinga. So, Nishinga Dekiyatare Koila Nati Stuti Siddhavata Gela Jahan Murti Sitapati. Upon seeing the Ahovala Nishinga deity, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered many prayers unto the Lord. He then went to Siddhavata, where he saw the deity of Ramachandra, the Lord of Sita Devi. Siddhavata, also known as Siddhota, is 10 miles east of the village of Kudapa. Previously, this place was also known as the southern Benares. There is also a great banyan tree there, and it is therefore known as Siddhabata. Bata means banyan tree. Raghunatha Deki Koila Pranati Stavan Tahane Vipra Prabhur Koila Nimantran. Upon seeing the deity of Lord Ramachandra, the descendant of King Raghu, the Lord offered his prayers and obeisances. Then a Brahmin invited the Lord to take lunch. Se Vipra Ramanama Nirantara Loy Rama Rama Bina Anya Bani Nakahoy. The Brahmin constantly chanted the holy name of Ramachandra. He chanted Ram Nam all the time, Rama Rama. Indeed, but for chanting Lord Ramachandra's holy name, that Brahmin did not speak a word. Se din taragare rohe bikakori tare kripa koriage chalila gora hari. That day, Lord Chaitanya remained there and accepted prasadam at his house. After bestowing mercy upon him in this way, the Lord proceeded ahead. Skanda Ketra Tirte Koila Skanda Darashan Trimata Ailada Tahan Jeke Trivikram. At the holy place known as Skanda Ketra or Skanda Kshetra, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Skanda. From there he went to Trimata, where he saw the Vishnu deity Trivikram. Now, maybe, I think Skanda is Kartikeya.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Puna Siddhavataila Se Vipra Kare Se Vipra Krishna Nama Loy Nirantare. After visiting the temple of Trivikram, the Lord returned to Siddhavata, where he again visited the house of the Brahmin, who was now constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Bika Kore Mahaprabhu Tare Prashna Koila Kaha Vipra E Tomara Kon Dasha Hoila. After finishing his lunch there, Mahaprabhu asked the Brahmin, "My dear friend, kindly tell me what your position is now." Puritumi Nirantara Loite Ramanam Ebekene Nirantara Lao Krishnanam. Because before that, Brahman was only chanting Rama all the time. Now he's chanting the Maha Mantra. Formerly you were constantly chanting the holy name of Lord Rama. Why are you now constantly chanting the holy name of Krishna? Vipraboli E Tomara Darshan Prabhave Tomadeke Gela Mora Ajanma Swabhave. You can sit in that, there's a seat. The Brahmin replied, "This is all due to your influence, my lord. After seeing you, I have lost my lifelong practice. Balyabadi Ramanama Grahana Amar Toma Deki Krishnanama Aila Ekbar." From my childhood, I have been chanting the holy name of Lord Ramachandra, but upon seeing you, I chanted the holy name of Lord Krishna just once. Se hoite Krishnanam Jivate Basila Krishnanama Svore Rama Nama Durigela. Since then, the holy name of Krishna has been tightly fixed upon my tongue. Indeed, since I've been chanting the holy name of Krishna, the holy name of Lord Ramachandra has gone far away. What he's saying is, by Mahaprabhu's influence, he just chanted Hare Krishna, chanted Krishna Nam one time, and since that time he can't stop chanting Krishna Nam. Balya kala hoite mor swabhava ek hoy namera mahima shastra koriye sanchoy. From my childhood I have been collecting the glories of the holy name from revealed scriptures. Ramante Jogino Nante Satyanande Chidatmane Iti Rama Padena Shol Param Brahma Bidhiyate. The Supreme Absolute Truth is called Rama because the Transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. This is the 8th verse of the Shatanama Stotra of Lord Ramachandra, which is found in the Padma Purana. And that's the Supreme Truth is called Rama because the Transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. Where does that go?
Over there.
Here?
Yes.
So bring it.
All right.
Come around this way. Krishir Bu Vachaka Shabdo Nascha Nivriti Vachaka Tayor Aikyam Param Brahma Krishna Iti Abhidhiyate. The word Krish is the attractive feature of the Lord's existence, and Na means spiritual pleasure. When the when the verb Krish is added to the affix na, it becomes Krishna, which indicates the absolute truth. Param Brahma Duinam Samana Hoila Puna Ara Shastre Kichu Visesha Paila. So that the word Krish is the attractive feature of the Lord's existence, and Nam means spiritual pleasure. When the verb Krish is added to the affix Na, it becomes Krishna, which indicates the absolute truth. So this is from the Mahabharata. Okay. And Param Brahma Duinam Samana Hoila Puna Ara Shastra Kechu Bisesha Paila. As far as the holy names of Brahma and Krishna are considered, they are on an equal level. But for further advancement, we receive some specific information from the revealed scriptures. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rama Rama Rameti Rameti. What's that beeping? Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Bistuyam Ramanama Varanane. Lord Shiva addressed his wife Durga, O Varanana, I chant the holy name of Rama, 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 and thus enjoy this beautiful sound. The holy name of Ramachandra is equal to 1,000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. Sahasranam, and that's from the Brihad Vishnu Sahasranam Stotra. I'm going to have a little bit of mathematics here. Varanana, Lord Shiva is saying, I chant the holy name of Rama, 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 and thus enjoy this beautiful sound. The holy name of Ramachandra is equal to 1,000 holy names of Lord Vishnu. Sahasranam nam punyanam trir avritya tu yat phalam ekavritya tu krishnasya namaikam tat prayachati. The pious results derived from chanting the 1,000 holy names of Vishnu 3 times can be attained by only one utterance of the holy name of Krishna. So chanting the name of Rama is equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu, but chanting Krishna's name is equal to 3,000 names of Vishnu. This verse from the Brahmanda Purana is found in the Lagu Bhagavatamrita of Rupa Goswami. Okay. Ebake. This verse from the Brahmanda Purana is found in the Lagu Bhagavatamrita of Rupa Goswami. Simply by chanting the name of Krishna once, one can attain the same results achieved by chanting the holy name of Rama 3 times. So chanting the name of Krishna once, you achieve infinitely the results of chanting the name of Rama 3 times, which also give you infinite, unimaginable results. So 3 times infinity and 1 time infinity. One is infinitely blessed by chanting the name of Rama, and infinitely blessed by chanting the name of Krishna, but mathematically speaking, 3, 1. I always like, there's some mathematics. Ebakye Krishna namer mahima apar tatape loite nare shune hetutar. According to this statement of the Shastra, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still, I could not chant his holy name. Please hear the reason for this. So the Brahman is saying, the results of it, chanting Krishna's name, are unlimited, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't chant the holy name of Krishna. Ishtadeva Ramatara Name Sukapai Shukapaya Ramanama Ratridina Gai. By my worshipable Lord has been Lord Ramachandra, and by chanting his holy name I received happiness. Because I received such happiness, I chanted the holy name of Lord Rama day and night. Tomar Darshane Jabe Krishna Namaila Tahara Mahima Tabe Ridoya Lagila. By your appearance, Lord Krishna's holy name also appeared, and at that time the glories of Krishna's name awoke in my heart. Say Krishna Tumi Sakat Iha Nirdarila Etakohe Vipra Prabhu Charane Padila. You are that Lord Krishna himself. This is my conclusion. Saying this, the Brahmin fell down at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by this, you can hear that the Brahmin before did not chant Krishna's name because he was so attracted to Ramachandra's name. But after Mahaprabhu came there, then he became, and he had chanted Rama's name his whole life, but now when Mahaprabhu came there, the pleasure of chanting Krishna's name awoke in his heart. And he says, you are Lord Krishna himself. This is my conclusion. Saying this, the Brahmin fell down at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tare Kripa Kore Prabhu Chalila Ardane Vridakashi Ashikoila Shiva Darshane. So by this you can see what Mahaprabhu's influence is when he's going all over South India. After showing mercy to the Brahmin, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left the next day and arrived at Vridakashi, where he visited the temple of Lord Shiva. Vridakashi's present name is Vridachalam. It is situated in the southern Arcot district of the bank of the river Manimukha. This place is also known as Kalahastipur. Lord Shiva's temple there was worshipped for many years by Govinda, the cousin of Ramanujacharya. Tahan hoite chal. Tahan hoite chaliage gela egrame. Brahmana samaj tahan korila vishrame. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then left Vridakashi and proceeded further. In one village he saw that most of the residents were Brahmins, and he took his rest there. Prabhu Prabhave Lok Aila Darshane Lakar Buddha Loka Aishe Najai Ganane. Due to the influence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many millions of men came just to see him. Indeed, the assembly being unlimited, its members could not be counted. Gosaira Sundarya Deki Tate Premavesha Sabe Krishna Kohe Vaishnava Hoida Sarvadesha. The Lord's bodily features were very beautiful, and in addition, he was always in the ecstasy of love of God. Simply by seeing him, everyone began chanting the holy name of Krishna, and thus everyone became a Vaishnava devotee. So you might think, oh, this is an exaggeration. Millions of people. No, if anyone who's spent some time in India will know that millions of people is not an exaggeration. like for Magh Mela or Kumbh Mela, 12 to 20 million people, more than a city, you know. Ratha Yatra, lot of people. You look at the crowds, it's like looking like an ocean. Due to the influence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many millions of men, came just to see him. Indeed, the assembly being unlimited, its members could not be counted. The Lord's bodily features were very beautiful, and in addition, he was always in the ecstasy of love of God. Simply by seeing him, everyone began chanting the holy name of Krishna, and thus everyone became a Vaishnava devotee. Gosaira Saundarya Reki Tate Prema Vesha Sabe Krishna Kohe Vaishnava Hoila Sarva Desha Tarkika Mimamshaka Jata Mayavadigan Sankhya Patanjala Smriti Purana Agam. There are many kinds of philosophers. Some are logicians who follow Gautama or Kanada. Some follow the Mimamsa philosophy of Jaimini. Some follow the Mayavad philosophy of Shankaracharya. And others follow Kapila's Shankya philosophy or the mystic yoga system of Patanjali. Some follow the Smriti Shastra, composed of 24 religious scriptures, and others follow the Puranas and the Tantra Shastra. In this way, there are many different types of philosophers, all different types. Some believe in karma, some believe in impersonalist philosophy, some believe in nirvana, some, many different conclusions. Nija Shastra Grahe Sabai Prachanda Sarvamata Nija Shastra Grahe Sabai Prachanda Sarvamata Dushi Prabhu Koreg Kanda. All these adherents of various scriptures were ready to present the conclusions of their respective scriptures. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke all their opinions to pieces and established his own cult of bhakti based on the Vedas, Vedanta, the Brahma Sutra, and the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva is the philosophy of Mahaprabhu, that the living entities are simultaneously one with the Lord, that is, the Lord as Satchidananda, or has eternity, full happiness and consciousness. Sat-chit is like consciousness, divine consciousness. And the living entities also have knowledge, happiness, and consciousness. Eternal, Sat, eternal. The living entities also, jivas are eternal. They have consciousness and they have happiness, but to a small degree, not as great as the Lord's unlimited degree. All the adherents of various scriptures were ready to present the conclusion of their respective scriptures, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke all their opinions to pieces and established his own cult of bhakti based on the Vedas, Vedanta, the Brahma Sutra, and the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. Sarvatra Stapaya Prabhu Vaishnava Siddhante Prabhura Siddhanta Kehona Pare Kandite. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established a devotional cult everywhere. No one could defeat him. Hari Hari Prabhu Mate Korana Pravesh Emate Vaishnava Prabhu Koila Dakina Desh. Being thus defeated by Lord being thus defeated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these philosophers and their followers entered into his cult. In this way, Lord Chaitanya made South India into a country of Vaishnavas. Wow. Bang, bang. So, slow down, slow down.
You talking to me?
Yes.
I have so much to do, Maharaj.
Yeah, but there's a class going on here.
Okay, well,
Just calm down. Hari Hari. Let's not calm down. Go talk with him. Hari Hari Prabhu Mate Korana Pravesh Emate Vaishnava Prabhu Koila Dakina Desh. Being thus defeated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these philosophers and their followers entered into his cult. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made South India into a country of Vaishnavas. So here, the word cult is given by Prabhupada. For Prabhupada, the word cult doesn't have bad connotations. In the West, the word cult has bad connotations because people don't understand really what cult is supposed to be. A cult is supposed to be a spiritual movement. So anyway. Pashandi Aila Jat Pandita Shuniya Garva Kori Aila Sange Sishyagana Loya. When the non-believers heard of the erudition of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they came to him with great pride, bringing their disciples with them. Bodhacharya Mahapandit Nijanava Mate Prabhur Age Udgraha Kore Lagila Bolite. One of them was a leader of the Buddhist cult and was a very learned scholar. To establish the 9 philosophical conclusions of Buddhism, he came before the Lord and began to speak. Jajapi Asambhasha Bodha Ayukta Dekite Tatapi Bolila Prabhu Garva Kandaite. Although the Buddhists are unfit for discussion and should not be seen by Vaishnavas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to them just to decrease their false pride. So, this is a comment by Prabhupada about Buddhist in the sense that the Buddhist philosophy was established in India, actually started there, and then later Shankaracharya came and converted Buddhist into impersonalism, and then Mahaprabhu converted the impersonalists into becoming personalists. So, anyway, Tarka Prodhana Bodha Shastra Navamate Tarki Kandila Prabhu Nap Parestapite. The scriptures of the Buddhist cult are chiefly based on argument and logic, and they contain 9 chief principles. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated the Buddhists in their argument, they could not establish their cult. Okay? Bodhacharya Nava Prashna Sava Utaila Drida Jukti Tarke Prabhu Kanda Kanda Koila. The teacher of the Buddhist cult set forth the 9 principles, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke them to pieces with his strong logic. Darshanika Pandit Savai Paila Parajai Loke Hasya Kore Bodha Paila Lajabai. All mental speculators and learned scholars were defeated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when the people began to laugh, the Buddhist philosophers felt both shame and fear. So, has he calmed down a little? Okay. Tarka Pradana Bodha Shastra Navamate Tarke Kandila Prabhu Naparistapite. And that's the scriptures of the Buddhist cult are chiefly based on argument and logic, and they contain 9 chief principles. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated the Buddhists in their argument, they could not establish their cult. So then there's an explanation of this, and the report, long explanation, but no, I'll just go ahead. Bodhacharya Nava Prashna Saba Utaila Dridajukte Tarke Prabhu Kanda Kanda Koila. The teacher of the Buddhist cult set forth the 9 principles, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke them to pieces with his strong logic. You can go in there and kind of take over a little bit for the offering on the altar, okay?
Sure.
And tell them I told you to do that, all right? Bodhacharya Nava Prashna Saba Utaila Drita Jukte Tarke Prabhu Kanda Kanda Koila. The teacher of the Buddhist cult set forth the 9 principles, but Mahaprabhu broke them to pieces with his strong logic. Darshanika Pandit Savai Paila Parajai Loke Hasha Kore Bodha Paila Lajavai. All mental speculators and learned scholars were defeated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when the people began to laugh, the Buddhist philosophers felt both shame and fear. Prabhu ke Vaishnava Jane Bodha Gare Gela Sakala Bodha Mili Tabe Kumantrana Koila. The Buddhists could understand that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a Vaishnava, and they returned home very unhappy. Later, however, they began to plot against the Lord. Apavitra Ana Ek Talite Varya Prabhu Age Nila Mahaprasada Boliya. Having made their plot, the Buddhists brought a plate of untouchable food before Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and called it Mahaprasadam. Having made their plot, the Buddhists brought a plate of untouchable food before Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and called it Mahaprasadam. Hinakale Mahakai Ek Paki Aila Tante Kori Anasaha Tali Loyagela. When the contaminated food was offered to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a very large bird appeared on the spot, picked up the plate in its beak, and flew away. Bodhaganera upare anapare amedya hoya bodhacharya matai tali parilabhajya. Indeed, the untouchable food fell upon the Buddhist, and the large bird dropped the plate on the head of the chief Buddhist acharya or teacher. When it fell on his head, it made a loud sound because it was a metal plate. Tiarache parilatali mata katigela morchita hoya acharya bhumete parila. The plate was made of metal, and when its edge hit the head of the teacher, it cut him, and the teacher immediately fell to the ground unconscious. Hahakar korikande saba sishyagan sabe ashe prabhupare loyla sharan. When the teacher fell unconscious, his Buddhist disciples cried aloud and ran to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for shelter. Tumita Ishvara Sakat Kama Aparad Jyo Amara Guru Karaha Prasad. They all prayed to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, addressing him as the Supreme Lord himself and saying, My Lord, please excuse our offense. Please have mercy upon us and bring our spiritual master back to life. Prabhu kohe sabe kaha Krishna Krishna Hari Guru karne kaha Krishna Nama Uchakori. The Lord then replied to the Buddhist disciples, you should all chant the names of Krishna and Hari very loudly near the ear of your spiritual master. Toma Sabar Guru Tabe Paibe Chaitan Sab Bodha Mili Kore Krishna Sankirtan. By this method, your spiritual master will regain his consciousness. Following Mahaprabhu's advice, all the Buddhist disciples began to chant the holy name of Krishna congregationally. They all began to do Sankirtan. Guru Karne Kohe Sabe Krishna Rama Hari Chaitanya Paya Charya Bole Hari Hari. When all the disciples chanted the holy name Krishna, Ram and Hari, the Buddhist teacher regained consciousness and immediately began to chant the holy name of Lord Hari. Krishna Bole Acharya Prabhure Korana Vinoy Dekiya Sakala Lok Hoila Vishmoy. When the spiritual master of the Buddhists began to chant the holy name of Krishna and submitted to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the people who were gathered there were astonished. When all the disciples chanted the holy name of Krishna, Ram and Hari, the Buddhist teacher regained consciousness and immediately began to chant the holy name of Lord Hari. He also chanted Krishna's name. When the spiritual master of the Buddhists began to chant the holy name of Krishna and submitted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the people who were there gathered were astonished. Erupe Kotuka Kori Sachira Nandan Antardana Koila Kehona Pai Darshan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Sachidevi, then suddenly and playfully disappeared from everyone's sight, and it was impossible for anyone to find him. So, this is, let's see, where is this happening? So, this is describing how Mahaprabhu defeated all these different philosophies and speculators. And one of them was this Buddhist group, or Buddhist cult, who came there and they wanted to establish the superiority of Buddhism. And Mahaprabhu defeated them in argument, which is not surprising because nobody could defeat Mahaprabhu. And then the Buddhists were upset, so they made a plot to attack Mahaprabhu. So they brought uncontaminated food in a plate and said it was Mahaprasadam to give to Mahaprabhu. But before Mahaprabhu could accept it, a big bird appeared there and grabbed the plate and flew high into the sky, and then dropped all the prasadam on top of the Buddhist, not prasadam, all the contaminated food, dropped it on top of the Buddhist, and then dropped this heavy metal plate that was onto the head of the Buddhist Acharya, and it made a loud sound and cut him, and he was unconscious. Then all the Buddhists were very astonished, so they begged Mahaprabhu to save the life of their spiritual master. So Mahaprabhu told them to all chant Sankirtan into the ears of their spiritual master, and they did. And then the spiritual master awoke, and he began chanting the holy names. And so, in one sense, the disciples became the spiritual they became the initiator of their own spiritual master. When the spiritual master of the Buddhists began to chant the holy name of Krishna and submitted to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the people who were gathered there were astonished. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Sachidevi, then suddenly and playfully disappeared from everyone's sight, and it was impossible for anyone to find him. Mahaprabhu Chale Aila Tripati Trimale Chaturbhuja Murti Deki, Venkatadye, Mahaprabhu Chale Aila Tripati Trimale, Chaturbhuja Murti Deki, Venkatadriye Chale. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu next arrived at Tirupati and Tirumala, where he saw a four-handed deity. Then he proceeded toward Venkata Hill. That's the deity of Venkata. This is Tirupati, you could say one of the most principal temples in all of India and Andhra Pradesh. And they asked me to arrange for Prabhupada to go there, so I made the arrangements. But that's a long story. Maybe I'll tell it tomorrow. Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur has actually described the chronological order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit. The Tirupati temple is sometimes called Tirupatur. It is situated in the northern side of Arcot in the district of Chandragiri. It is a famous holy place of pilgrimage. In pursuance of his name, Venkateshwara, the four-handed Lord Vishnu, the deity of Balaji, with his potencies named Shri and Bhu, is located on Venkata Hill, about 8 miles from Tirupati. This Venkateshwara deity is in the form of Lord Vishnu, and the place where he is situated is known as Venkatachetra. There are many temples in southern India, but this Balaji temple is especially opulent. A great fair is held there in the month of Ashvin, September, October. There is a railway station called Tirupati on the Southern Railway. Nimna Tirupati is located in the valley of Venkata Hill. There are several temples there also, among which are those of Govindaraj and Lord Ramachandra. I'm going to stop here and we'll continue. To be continued. Hari Hare Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Hari Hare Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Ganadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatam Bhakta Raguna Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raguna Ekai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jao Ite Vidnana Shabishta Puran Ekai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Kasavar Para Renu Mora Panchagas Janame janame more abhilash. Jai Gosai Jabe Brante Koilabas. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakan. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Madhya-lila Haman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriya. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratam Muda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Okay. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Juki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Nirya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Nirmawacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Statara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Ashtatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupa Nuga Guru Bharga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Ragana Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Ragana Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Sigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Srila Vishwavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupad ki jai. Srila Bhakti Kushamashra Maharaj ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan. Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju ki jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki